Judging people is wrong. We all know that, right? Well, today, ladies, gentlemen, and others will be judge, jury, and executioner, if need be, as we go through r/Am I the Asshole? This is a place where people submit their stories and experiences to find out whether they are an asshole or not. So they are asking us, the people, to judge them. So let's oblige. I'll be presenting these stories to you case by case, and at the end of the video, we can decide which of these people embodied the booty hole the most. Who was the bum hole personified? Let's go. Am I the asshole for not accepting my mum marrying my brother? Good start. Lock in. Yes, you read that right. I was raised in a fundamentalist Mormon cult. My old man had 2 wives. They are separated by 20 years, so my oldest sibling is older than my mom. Now, these practices were not so strange in caveman biblical times. Patriarch dies, non-blood wives marry off their eldest son, etc. My old man was a controlling narcissist that made Joseph Smith his entire personality. We are talking true believers to a borderline psychotic degree. I put this cult thing behind me years ago. Atheist now, well-adjusted, married, educated, happy, kids, career in STEM. She's cooking. She's cooking high key. Shout out to her. So my dad died recently and I found out that my mum had plans to marry my married half brother. Wait, so she wants to marry... So the half brother's already married and now the mum's trying to marry the married half brother? This has spun me. Damn, this is juicy. I just have this sick feeling in my stomach about it. Makes me feel physically ill to think about. We were all raised together. She basically raised him as her own kid in a lot of respects. He's quite a bit younger than her. This sort of craziness is mostly just accepted as whatever behavior in my family. A lot of my other siblings have either accepted this because they are also delusional or have just decided that they don't care enough to deal with it. I, on the other hand, have made it perfectly clear that I will never accept the union. My mum always plays the victim when anyone questions her choices. I have made it clear I'm not going to disown her over it, but it's put a massive strain on our relationship and I'm running out of fucks quickly. Part of me deeply wants to just cut them off and move on with my life for good. But it's hard to even think about that as it goes against everything I was brainwashed to believe as a kid. I don't even know what to say about this. Like, your mum is marrying your brother, but your brother's also married. Am I tripping? Like, this story, all of this, all of this is weird. Okay, big weird energy. This is as crazy as I think it is, yes. Am I just supposed to let my half-brother marry my mum and move on with my life like that's okay and normal? No, you're not. You're not supposed to even be involved like that. Why is your mum trying to marry a child that she had a hand in raising? I don't know if you're the asshole, okay? I don't know what's going on here, mainly. I've never experienced this in my life. I've never come across a story like this. Your mum's trying to marry your half-brother who you said was married as well. Am I confused? What do you guys think? Is this person the asshole? Also, I'm just putting it out there, we kind of just skipped past the fact that she was in a cult and was brainwashed. So I don't really know what to say about that either. Like, honestly, I didn't know this video was gonna start off so crazy. Let's move on. Not leaving the window seat in a flight. Let's hear it. I, 25 male, have boarded a domestic flight and booked a window seat with extra charges in an Indigo flight. A family of 3 people, male and female about in their 30s, a boy aged 8 to 9, asked me to exchange their middle seat elsewhere with my window seat. I plainly refused. Am I the asshole? A window seat for a middle seat. If you've never been in the middle seat on a flight, you don't understand how awful that is. The window seat is gorgeous. I get to look out the window, see whatever the fuck I want to look at. It's my goddamn seat. So imagine somebody walks over to you. They're like, hey, can I interest you in a really bad deal? You're not gonna say yes. Bro, you're not the asshole. You're fine. You are actually okay. I wouldn't do that. Personally, I'm not doing that deal. If they offered you a seat that also happened to be a window seat and they just wanted to find another place where they could all sit together, I'd be like, you know what? Fair enough. You're not really messing up my flight. Because as bro said, he paid extra for these seats. Like, you're there doing armchair wrestling with the 2 people next to you when you could have the view of the sky. A view that you're never gonna see the world like this often. Okay guys, I'm about to hit you with a really quick one. After I read the title, you're gonna completely understand. Am I the asshole for expecting my daughter to continue paying rent after she moves out? 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay, agreed? Agreed. Let's move on. Imagine if somebody came up to you. They're like, hey man, I don't know if I'm an asshole for asking this question, but you see that house over there? Would you mind paying half the rent? The slap I would give them. The slap I would give them would be strong enough to part the clouds and disperse the rain. What do you mean pay the rent? I don't live there, bro. Next we have, my GF wanted to spend the night at a past Flings house. I love drama, I'm so locked in. My girlfriend and I had plans this weekend, and she asked if she could cancel them to go spend a night at her friend's house. This is a friend with whom she tried to start a relationship with in the past, but it failed because she found him obnoxious. But it did advance to the point where they slept with each other. Broski. But broski, run for the hills, broski! I told her point blank that I was not okay with that in the slightest, and also said that I cannot control her. But this is one of my boundaries, and things went ballistic. I tried explaining to her that I was not comfortable with her being at his house, or any of her past flings' house, alone. And she said so all of my friends. All of her friends? Bro, your girl slept with all of her friends, question mark? I told her that I was fine with her being friends with them, but just did not want her at their houses by herself. She is now saying that she's contemplating breaking her sobriety streak over this, even though she knows I'm really proud of her for staying sober, and is saying that she doesn't want to have to choose between me and her friends. All I said was, I just don't want her to go to their houses alone, as they've had relations together in the past. I'm fine with them hanging out in public and such. Am I the asshole? If I'm being real, I don't think there can be a redder flag. You told your girlfriend that you don't want her being at houses alone with people that she slept with. Her friends' houses alone that she slept with. And she said, so what? All of my friends? What do you mean all of your friends? That's crazy. So no, I don't think you're the asshole. If I'm tripping, let me know in the comment section. Do you guys think this guy is the asshole or not? Am I the asshole for assuming an elderly woman had dementia? She was repeatedly making nasty remarks, saying how ugly I looked and how I must be stupid to be dressed the way I do. Listen, I don't want to pick sides right now, but she was low-key cooking you, because what was you wearing to get roasted like this in public? I smiled at her, and when she asked why I was smiling, I said that I felt bad for her because extremely rude behavior in elderly is often a sign of dementia, and that I was worried about her cognitive decline. That's a clapback. That's a clapback and I respect it. Later she spun it around and said that I had symptoms of cognitive decline. She then said I should think how she made me and that I should treat others in the way I want to be treated. How she made you? What do you mean how she made you? I responded asking if she was hoping I'd call her ugly and stupid looking, since that was how she treated me earlier. She angrily said that she was just trying to let me know so I wouldn't embarrass myself and that she was just trying to help me. That's a very interesting way of helping somebody, I won't lie to you. Calling them ugly? How's that helpful? Where does that ever... You know what? There's a thing about old people and children. Because you're not allowed to fly kick them in the chest, they can say, do, and almost get away with anything. Because I don't even know what the setting of this whole conversation is happening in. But what it seems like is this random old lady has approached you and started flaming you. Honestly, if you wasn't dealing with an old woman in this situation, I'd be in full favor of you crashing out. Because what is that? Am I the asshole for making fun of my friend who cuts himself? Listen, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Yes, there is no possible situation where you wouldn't be the asshole, bro. Like, what do you mean make fun of them? I don't understand. Like, why would you even ask this? You know the answer. You know. Let's hear them out, I guess. This situation has been bothering me, and I really need some outside perspectives. I, 20 female, have a close friend Jake, 20 male, who has been open with me about his struggles with self-harm. Over the years, we've developed a relationship where we can joke about tough things, often as a way to cope. Jake even makes light-hearted comments about his own struggles at times, so I assumed it was okay for me to do the same. Listen, I don't need to hear anything else. You made a big mistake. You did. That's crazy. I'm sorry. That's wild. You can't make those jokes, bro. Even if you have a relationship where you can like take little digs at each other, you know when there's lines that can't be crossed. You know when there's things that are too sensitive, topics that are too sensitive to be touching them, you know, like come on now. Next we have, am I the asshole for refusing to take in my orphaned nephew and abandoning my family? Yikes. My sister, 36 female, passed away unexpectedly 3 months ago. She was a single mum to my 8-year-old nephew, and his father wasn't in the picture. Ever since her death, my parents, both in their mid-60s, have been pressuring me, 34F, to take him in because they feel like they're too old to raise another child. Well, I'm child-free by choice. I don't dislike kids, but I've always known that I don't want to be a parent. My husband, 35M, feels the same way. We don't have the time, resources, or emotional capacity to raise a child, especially one who's grieving and will need extra care and attention. I told my parents that I'm not the right person to take him in and suggested they look into other options like guardianship through a trusted family friend or even fostering. Bro, who is writing this? Are you the third Hokage in disguise? I completely understand not wanting to take on the responsibility / burden of raising a child, but suggesting to put your nephew in the system is crazy. And the kid is 8 years old, so he's going to know the reason why he's in the system is because of you. They got angry and said I was being selfish and abandoning my family. My nephew is currently staying with them, but they're clearly struggling, and I feel guilty seeing how exhausted they are. Some days I wonder if I should just give in, but I know deep down it wouldn't be fair to him or me. The worst part is I loved my sister, and I feel like I'm failing her by not being there for her son. But I also know I'm not in a position to give him the life he deserves. My parents think I'm making excuses, and I don't know how to move forward without completely destroying my relationship with them. Am I the asshole? Hey, you're in a sticky situation. I'm gonna give you that. You're in a tricky situation, but like, I don't really. Ooh. I don't know if this person is an asshole because I understand that they don't want kids. But this is a very precarious situation. Your sister has passed away, and somebody needs to take care of her boy. And you'd rather put him in foster care than raise your deceased sister's son. Hey, I'm gonna leave you up to the mercy of the comment section, guys. Is this person an asshole? In my opinion, she might be the biggest one we've had so far, but what do you think? Next we have, am I the asshole for selling my Taylor Swift tickets after my GF cheated? Damn. A few months back, I, 27 male, won some money on stake and decided to surprise my girlfriend 25F with Taylor Swift tickets for her Vancouver show. She's been a massive Swiftie since forever, and I knew that this would mean the world to her. I spent around $800 for 2 really good seats. Last week, I discovered that she had been secretly meeting up with her work friend for months. I found out because she accidentally left her Instagram DMs open on my laptop. She had been using it to print something, and I saw weeks of flirty messages and plans to meet up. When I confronted her, she tried to deny it at first, but eventually admitted they had kissed several times and had been having an emotional affair. I was devastated. These tickets were meant to be a special experience for us, and I couldn't stomach the thought of taking her after this betrayal. Rather than let them go to waste, I decided to sell them. Given how insane the Taylor Swift ticket market is right now, I managed to sell them for $2,400, triple what I paid. Bro, you're not the asshole. You're up, okay? You're up. You're what? You tripled your money. Come on now. But one thing is for sure, you cannot let your ex-girlfriend find out that you, 1, bought her Taylor Swift tickets, and 2, sold them. Because we all know how Taylor Swift fans are. They praise, worship Taylor Swift like she is God himself. So if she finds out that you sold these tickets, she might put a hit out on you. She might actually try to take your life away from you. So just be careful. I'm glad this post is anonymous, because if she knew who it was, bro, like, I don't know how long you'd have left to live. As somebody who's not a Taylor Swift fan, I've gone out of my way to try to understand this Taylor Swift craziness. I've seen videos of this woman dancing, and I don't know how she's been able to garner this much love. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking before I become a target as well. Am I the asshole for not staying with my wife after her C-section? You know what? I think we'll leave the video there. Guys, who do you think was the biggest asshole of the video? For me, I think it's C-section guy. He might have taken the cake, because we don't even need to read what he has to say. That title is insane. Hey guys, is it bad if I left my wife after she gave birth to one of my kids? Bro, what do you want the internet to say? You know what you are. Anyway, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Take care. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time I upload.